Turning now to new video in the newsroom tonight, showing the moments former Franklin County Sheriff's Deputy Jason Mead was booked into the James A. Carnes Correction Center just minutes after a jury found him guilty of reckless homicide. He was charged with murder and reckless homicide in the 2020 death of Casey Goodson Jr. The jury failed to reach an agreement on that murder charge.
10 TV's Lacey Crisp has been following this case since the shooting happened and spoke with an expert today about the jury's verdict.
Mead once worked in the jails. Last night, he spent the night here as an inmate after the jury found him guilty of reckless homicide.
After deliberating for 6 hours, jurors sent a message to Judge David Young saying it was impossible for them to reach an agreement.
Jurors responded, no, the jurors do not believe that additional time would lead to agreement on either charge.
Then Young gave them the Howard charge, which basically means to try harder. An hour later, the jurors had a verdict.
It was a compromise. And there's nothing wrong with that either. You know, there really isn't. I mean, technically, you look at it, it's like at least some of the jurors found that he was convinced that what he did was a reasonable officer in the same situation would have done the same thing, right? Because of his training experience. That's kind of the shtick. But at the same time, they said he was reckless. So you can't have both.
When it comes to lives on the line here, that a compromise is okay?
Well, what's the alternative? You know, the alternative is to hang it again, right? So my quick answer is yeah. I think it's okay. We're putting him in an impossible position. I mean, especially cases like this where, you know, really it all comes down to factually everyone agrees on everything except for a half a second, and you're asking the jury to read the guy's mind, read Officer Mead's. Deputy Mead's mind.
The jury was hung on the murder charge. The state will decide if they want to try Mead a third time for that charge. Former U.S. District Attorney Dave DeVillers argues that's probably being negotiated right now.
You know, they can negotiate. We'll waive appeal. They can negotiate the time, if any, on going forward on the murder charge. I'm sure they're in conversations and talking with the victim's family about that.
Mead will be sentenced on June 16th. In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.